And we are here on another edition of the Michigan Recruiting Insider with the man of the hour, five-star quarterback, Jadyn Davis, Charlotte Providence Day, and Gatorade Player of the Year. So I am pleased to be joined by the Gatorade Player of the Year. Jadyn, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm blessed. No complaints. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Glad that you could join us. And let's just start there. I mean, I know talking to you for almost a year now, you're about team goals first and foremost. But to get that individual recognition as the Gatorade Player of the Year, what was that like for you? And then what did that mean to the team?
No, for sure. I'm not a guy that's big on team goals because I feel like once you accomplish the team goals, everything else, happens and speaks for itself. So my goal this year was to win a state championship, and everything else was just really icing on the cake. I still don't think it has hit me yet. I still feel like normal Jadyn, which is probably to my fault because I don't realize how big my platform is, I guess. But no, it was cool. Great to, share that experience with my teammates and be at the center court when they gave me the banner and all that stuff and be able to donate to a youth team locally here. So it was all cool. I'm looking forward to, many more things like that in the future. And it's all a blessing at the end of the day. So
yeah, it was noteworthy to me. They obviously brought you out to recognize you and give you the award, but you brought your team out with you. I mean, I was not surprised by that, and I'm sure your team wasn't. But what did it mean to them? You think to be out there with you?
No, I think that's just the kind of guy I am. Like that. That's like those kind of awards don't happen without those guys. I think football is not like basketball where you can roll the ball out and just play 1-on-1 and get a ball to one dude and he goes to work. Where football, you got to rely on, it's 11 people in the field, so you got to rely on 10 other people to do their job. So, big guys like Big Dave blocking for me, Channing Goodwin, Jordan Shipp, Brody Barnhart, the list goes on, Chris Peel, them guys all helped me to get where I am today. And no, I wouldn't be nothing without them. They make me better each and every day in practice, going against C3, Power 5 DBs went to Georgia and, throwing the guys like Channing and Shipp and being, Dave blocking for me makes it a little bit easier as well. So that's my bodyguard. But it was good to, just share that experience because I realized in the recruiting process, like it's not as fun and it's not as meaningful if you're not sharing it with people, you care about, you love. It's kind of boring if it's just by yourself, honestly. So I'm just grateful for all those relationships with my teammates and hopefully we do it in the future again.
They say championships, you don't win a championship without working all the time, working year round. I mean, you win a championship in the off season too, right? So I know you're always grinding. Sure. So tell me what your routine is like. It's no coincidence that we're getting together on a Friday night because you're working the whole week. So take me through what the routine is for Gatorade Player of the Year, state championship winning, five-star quarterback Jadyn Davis.
Yeah. So I'll probably take it through before this season. Most recent season, I was waking up, working out at 5:30 before school started, then getting a lift in, then going to school. My mom has always been no books, no ball, so making sure that's been a priority. And then going to team lifts, workouts, team run, things of that sort, lifting weights with the team, because that's how I feel like in weight rooms where you build your team camaraderie. Because you get to see guys when they're struggling. You get to see how guys are going to respond to adversity. If it's a certain way they may not be able to do it, things of that sort. And then with my teammates, I'm a kind of funny guy, rowdy guy. So I'm in there screaming and yelling and stuff. And off the field, I'm a little bit more laid back and chill. So I'm screaming in there as well. And then afterwards, just throwing the rock with my teammates, my quarterback trainer. So then that's just do that 365 days, and that gets you a year. I saw some with Kobe. It was like if you break the hours up in a certain day, I can't remember the exact quote. It was pretty much like your competition will never catch up to you because you've done it so many times that there's not enough time in a lifetime to catch up to you. So I've just been trying to find each and every way to gain an advantage over the opponent. I think I've done that thus far, and I'm gonna keep doing it. So.
Yeah, well, one way that you're doing it now is you're on Cam Newton's squad. So what is it like, man, to have the tutelage of a guy that's done it at a high level, at every level, right? He's been a big timer in college and the pro. So what has that been like for you?
No, it's been a dream come true, once in a lifetime opportunity. Cam was the guy that really got me into the game of football. He's been my favorite player. Going back as far as I can remember, and just being able, like, I can call Cam Newton right now. That's the crazy part, but like,
right.
that's my dog. Like, he's like family pretty much. Just being able to learn through experience. I feel like experience is the greatest teacher in life, and he's a guy that's been. Tom Brady was a 5th-round pick, and I think it's different when you have a guy,
Sixth round.
some crazy.
Yeah.
So I think it's different, when there's been a guy that's been a 5-star in high school, been the man in college, won the Heisman Trophy, won a national championship, then been a number 1 pick and lived up to pretty much every expectation in the NFL. Been to the Super Bowl, been an NFL MVP. So it really can't get much better than that. Besides, I guess, winning the Super Bowl and being in the Hall of Fame. But he just, gives me. I can ask him a question like, "What was it like on draft night? Did you know you was going to be the number 1 pick? What was the biggest contract you signed? What way do guys steer off in the wrong direction, you feel like?" And he just always, inserts that knowledge. I mean, all I got to do is ask. He's been an open book with me. I've been loving getting to know him. He calls me Buddha for reasons I can't say. But that's my dog. And, I ride by Cam, and I love my boys at C1 there. So